matters, we'll be discussing something of great importance to leaders: the basics of effective leaders. There was a time in the history of the children of Israel as they were growing into becoming a nation. History has it that they had no king and they had no leaders. Of course, don't forget that Moses, who had led them before, had died, and Joshua, who took over from him, had also died. And at this period, everyone was just doing exactly what they felt was okay for them to do. There was nobody leading. But this period, this window space, was also marked with something significant. There was an emergence of pure leadership. Alright, so today we are going to be looking at the first thing on the list for the basics of effective leaders, which is leaders perceive a need. Leaders perceive a need. Now, contrary to what many think about leadership today, during this time, in the lives of the children of Israel, leadership always began with a need. In Judges, from the Bible, it didn't start when someone wanted to fill an empty position. Actually, there was no position to fill in those periods. There was no protocol, no structure at all. There was no vote for deacons or Sunday school teachers, or vote for senators or for governors or presidents. There was no vote. If you led in that period, in this window space, in the life of the children of Israel, it was because you saw a need and you got others to help you to meet that need. The big question to us today is that, what needs are you seeing around you? And what do you do to those needs? Listen carefully. Where there is true leadership, we don't see the need and take our eyes off the need. Leaders actually see the need and they do something about the need. They take charge and make sure that the need is met. One of the hallmark of knowing if you are a leader or not is when you see needs around you. What do? Do you turn your eyes away from them, or do you engage the need? When a leader takes the step, others will naturally follow. Now, something is important for us to note in these three leaders that emerged in this window space. We kept seeing a statement that it led to years of peace. The first one, which is Othniel, led to 40 years of peace. The next one, which was Ehud, led to 80 years of peace. Now, it simply means this: wherever, in any nation, in any state, in any federation, where there is pure leadership and there are responsible leaders, that means it must lead to peace. When leadership is pure, take note of the following four things. When leadership is pure, one, it always starts with a need. Leadership starts with a need. When we vote people, or when you have people elected into offices who have not seen any need that should be met, or who are not willing to be sincere enough to see the needs, even though the needs exist, then we have not gotten leaders. Leaders are people who see the need. So, pure leadership will arise when it starts with a need. Secondly, that need sparks a passion within a person. That need must spark a passion within you. You cannot see the need and keep quiet. It sparks a passion within you. The third thing, that person acts in response to the need. I can bet you that a lot of people have seen needs all around us in today's world, but they keep turning away from the need. They keep doing as if the need doesn't exist. It can be, in the marketplace where you find yourself. It can be in your career. It can be in your offices. It can be, in any place where you find yourself. It could be in your home. It could be in your family. It could be around your community. You see a need. But how you know true leaders is that they don't just see the need. The need sparks a passion in them, and that person will eventually respond to the need. And lastly, this action moves others to cooperate and to follow. People are usually waiting for the first person to take the lead, and then they will follow. Where you will know true leadership is where a leader arises and takes on the challenge and takes action. Not just talking about it, not just analyzing the needs, but takes action, and then others follow. Application for today. When you hear the many needs around you, which one strikes a chord within your heart? What kind of specialist are you called to become? What will you do before you die? What will be your significant contribution wherever you have found yourself? You need to provide answers to these questions. If you are going to be arising as a great leader, go and start meeting those needs that resonate with your passion. See you in the next edition.